Welcome CSC 121 W1 for our challenge 2, and we're going to go back to test scores one more time for this challenge for some problem solving. And what you're going to do here, even though you fixed the grammar issue, I didn't fix the grammar issue yet because I don't think I did that one. I didn't record a video for that one. But what I want you to fix in this one is if you put stop in the EP. So for example, this is the previous one that you did, and when you run it, this was set up so that you could put 10, 9, 10, 9, and then if you want to stop, you have to do it under the possible points. Stop, and you earned a 90% for 2 assignments, which is an A. So that works, and it works if you put stop under possible points. But if you go through and you put 10, 9, and then you put a 10 for possible points, and then you're like, oh, wait a minute, I wanted to stop. If you put stop under earn points, it'll throw an error. So your challenge is how to make it also stop without throwing an error and also not adding up the newest possible points. And here's an example of the finished product here. I won't show you the code because I want you to figure it out, because I did the same thing. I just worked through and I figured it out. I didn't plan it ahead of time. I just thought, oh, that would be good to figure it out what happens if you do that. And again, I'm not a programmer. I'm not a genius. I just worked it out and tried to get it to work. Now, you may get it to work a different way than I did, but I got it to work. So this is what should happen. This is what your final result should be. Now, I don't think this one has the grammar on it fixed. So I apologize if that's not done, because I don't think I did the grammar thing, even though a lot of you did it with the first challenge. So what you're going to see as a final product should be this. You should be able to put in 10, 9, 10, 9, I'll do it one more time, 10, and then let's say at the third input, instead of the possible points, I do it at the earn points. Now this is what normally would throw an error, but if I put stop here, it works. And it puts 90% for 2 assignments. So it did not count those points. Hint, it did not count those points. So how do you get it to not count those points? And it did count these 2. So it doesn't count the third. It only counts these. And is it adding it up? Yes, because I put the print statements here, so I know I'm getting the right points. I know I'm getting 20, and I know I'm getting 18. So it's working. Now, I didn't fix the, well, yeah, I guess the grammar's okay there, but I didn't fix all the grammar yet. So that's what I want you to do. And another hint, it's going to involve, at least the way I did it, I had to use a nested conditional. So I had to put an if-else statement inside an if-else statement. So that's a nested conditional statement. So that's a little hint if you want to try that out. But I want you to kind of work through it and figure it out. So there's 2 issues. One is to get it to stop and not throw an error. And the other issue is to get it to really count up the correct points and not count PP, this third PP. We don't want 30 points, we only want 20. So this 10 points does not count. So good luck with that, and do your best. Try to work it out. Sit down, take a while. Don't try to rush through it. Take some time, really think about it. Do it on your time. That's a good problem solving exercise. Some of you may figure it out real quick. Some of you may be scratching your head. It wasn't real quick for me either. It took me, I don't know, maybe 10, 15 minutes or so to kind of get it to work, some trial and error. So good luck with that. And again, I don't want you just always following my code, so that's why I want you to kind of work through that. So again, get it to work so that if you put stop in the earn points, it works. And let me just point out, there's nothing that should prevent you from doing it. You should know everything if you've done all the assignments. You've also done a nested conditional, like in exercise 7, I believe. You should be able to do that. So if you've done all the assignments, you can go back and do this. It shouldn't be that hard, but it does take a little, little thinking, little scratching your head, little trial and error to try to get it to work. But that's kind of what we want to get to. We don't just want you watching videos and just putting my code down and trying to match to my code. We want you figuring it out. So we want to do more of these challenges. So this is challenge 2. So you can fork that one and just call it CH2, call it challenge 2. I don't really have a good system of numbering my challenges, so just use the last one that you had with test scores, whatever that was, 6B, and just fork it and rename it as challenge 2. Do the best you can. Even if you edit 6B and you do it in there, that's fine too. So I put that as an assignment for challenge 2. I think I called it EP stop, just so you know what you're doing. So we're trying to put stop in EP and get it to work without an error and get it to add up the correct points.